Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Sparks Plays Minecraft. Today, welcome back indeed actually, because it's been a while since I made an episode for various reasons. Mostly I wasn't really sure what to do, but I now have a big plan. It's a big plan. The title probably suggests what we're going to do, but let me explain a little why beforehand, why we need a mob trap for a mob trap. This is the witch farm. Those of you who watch our two-player will know that the centre is just over there by that light green, which is the potato farm. There's a witch hut just over there. And this is the perimeter we're digging out. Now, I started off by digging this down to bedrock. Or, yeah, pretty much bedrock. And putting in this beacon. It's got haste 2 on it, which makes breaking blocks really quick. Like, you click and they're gone. So yeah, this beacon is down here. It's 50 blocks from the edge of this radius we've dug out. And the idea is that a beacon has a 50 block square radius of effect which travels up with the beam. So by putting it down at bedrock level, the entire area above it for 50 blocks in every direction is covered. So by putting it here, the idea was going to be that I was going to dig out all the space in this perimeter. Now, you can't even see the other side of this perimeter. It's a huge area. We wanted to remove any space for mobs to spawn. So initially we thought we'd dig a pit. Now, I've done a trial over here. This is one very cornermost point. And this is a chunk, 16 by 16, down to bedrock. And I used this efficiency 5 unbreaking 3 pick and was very distressed to discover that I had to repair it about 5 times to get down there, digging it all out by hand. It took hours, like 2 hours maybe, to dig that out, and I didn't get any diamonds from the bottom, so I think we would make a loss on diamond trying to dig all of this out, which is why we need TNT. We still want to blow up this entire area, clear it all out down to bedrock level to get the best possible results from our dual witch spawner, but digging it out is just not going to happen. So the solution is going to be to build a mob trap. So we're at the very far corner compared to where the portal is at the moment. I've got the village just over there. There's a cave spider, the spider spawner here. And this hill setup here is simply an auto smelter I put together because I needed a material to make this farm out of, and stone brick seemed like a good idea considering all the stone I collected from digging this out. So yeah, we're going to go with stone brick and smelting it down, turning it into bricks. And this is a mob trap design to get gunpowder for the TNT. And the concept is not mine, but the design itself is. So today's project, one of the reasons I wanted to do something like this is because I want to get better at this talky. So I'm going to be trying to, I've got some things I'd like to talk to you guys about today, and building something like this seemed like a very good move. So we're going to make it out of stone brick, and it's very clever because mostly with mob traps the idea is you light up all the caves surrounding it, which means that you don't get any spawns outside the trap. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and actually pillar 128 blocks up into the sky, which means that the surface here is going to be so far out of range that mobs cannot spawn. And I've tested this design in a creative, and it is incredible, really. You get some very good rates from it. It's quite a bit of work, but let's head up there. I should explain, by the way, the reason we're doing... I wanted to make this over the centre of this farm. However, there's some rule about mob spawning, which means that the more flat ground you have around a witch farm, the better the spawn rates. So this farm is going to be out of range. It's not going to be loaded when the centre of this area is loaded. So it's going to be out of the way, and it's not going to be counted as a tall structure. So somewhere over here, but it's still close to the farm, so we can get the TNT made quickly. So let's see, so 128 blocks, we're at 69. 197, we're going up to Y197. I'm going to need a lot of ladders, I think, but that's going to have to come afterwards. Let's just make it over here where it's definitely going to be out of loaded range of the centre. Sure, here will do. Fairly close. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, here we are. We're at Y197. It's a very dramatic sunset from up here. And this is high. I mean, I might dig a pit of water underneath or something, but there's not much you can do if you fall off here, even with feather falling boots. So I'm going to go and get some ladders. Oh, you can't even see the pearl anymore. Wow. Going to grab some ladders and be right back. I deforested this whole area when we were first clearing it out, so there's a ton of wood here. Wood is not a problem on this server right now. Wow, look at that. That's weird. Right, up we go. Hopefully it loads when we reach it. There we go. Alright, we've made it to the top of this platform. I feel very slightly... I'm feeling a slight sense of vertigo, but it's not too bad. I could probably drop off a lot of the... Well, I've slept right next to it, so if I die, it's not too much of a bother. Only 22 levels. Levels don't mean much on this server. Okay, so we are out of spawn range of the floor here. So nothing, apart from perhaps the very, very base of this, can you get any mobs spawning. So that should put our entity count really far down. The entity count will not be at 0. If you look at the entity count here, it's sort of fluctuating between 8 and 13. I noticed this when I was experimenting. I think it's because you've got things like items on the ground, other things like passive mobs were a thing. I don't know where they'd spawn. Maybe over in there in the swamp. But yeah, there's a couple of things that are keeping that entity count up. Okay, so this is the platform. However, there's another rule to observe with mob farms that we need to take into consideration here, and that is that a mob, while it can't spawn further than 128 blocks from you, it also can't spawn within 28 blocks of you. So I think it's 28. Might be 24. I think it's something like that. So we need to go up a little bit. So this will be the AFK platform you stand on when the mob farm does its work. It's going to be fully automated. But we need to go up another 21 blocks for the killing chamber. I cannot talk and count. 2, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Even if you don't like the episode, at least you get a pretty good view up here. Wow, look at that. Okay, so from here, we're going to build a 13 by 15 platform. Let's do it with that as the corner. 2, 3, 4. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, yes. Look at that. Skill. Oh, that was scary. Okay. I've lost count. Oh, man. So, Race to the Dragon is the first thing I wanted to talk about in today's episode, since I have to climb this ladder again. Race to the Dragon was a lot of fun. For those of you who didn't watch the series, it's 2 teams of 5. We got a load of other YouTubers and general players that we knew to take part. It was hellish to organise. 10 people on a computer in different time zones is a challenge, but it was well worth it. Everybody by the end they were like, I'm aching, I'm tired, I'm hungry, let's do it again. So we really enjoyed filming it. It was 4.5 hours for those who stayed until the end, and released in half-hour episodes. So Race to the Dragon was really fun. I hope that people enjoyed it. Oh, and I should mention at this point that this is an experimental episode where I try and talk, and I would very, very much appreciate, if not request, that you that you leave some feedback. Maybe comment on some of the things I've said. So yeah, Race for the Dragon, I hope you viewers enjoyed it, because it's looking like we will probably organise some more of that, perhaps with edited versions of it. 2, 3, 4, 5, sorry, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, counting over for this section. So yeah, Race for the Dragon was very good, and it's sort of, it's the next step in our channel, really. We have plans for the channel. We always do. We are trying to improve it, up the amount of content, or the range of content that we offer. And we hope that people sort of enjoy the changes we're making. We have our Facebook now linked up to the channel. So in the video description, there's always going to be a Facebook link. We'd very much appreciate it if you liked us on Facebook. At the moment, the Facebook has the videos are posted up on it. That's about it. But I mean, we have plans for it, and there will be other announcements there. So if you like us on Facebook, there may be advantages in the future. So yeah, go ahead and do that. I don't feel like I'm shifting. I wasn't shifting. Oh well. Yeah, Facebook, Twitter. I am not a fan of Twitter. Crazyman is not a fan of Facebook or Twitter. He doesn't have Facebook, and I can understand where he's coming from, honestly. Facebook is something I use to organise events with friends, and that's about it. I'm not a regular poster, and I don't feel like Twitter is anything like my sort of thing. But we have an account, a Twitter account, and it could be set up and become active in the future. If people have any idea what... I don't know what people are supposed to put in Twitter, what they're supposed to post. So maybe one day we'll get the Twitter active, but for now, just the Facebook. Just the Facebook. Okay, so this is our first platform. This is going to be the killing section. So there's going to be a lava blade running down the centre, and a too high wall around the whole thing. So I'll do the wall first. 1, 2. Oh, there's things here. I confused myself with this block. Actually, I want to go here. Okay. And how do I get down? Where's the ladder? Oh, in the other corner. Okay. I might keep the ladder for access even when the farm is running, because it'll be underwater. Wrong side. Mobs are going to spawn up here, aren't they? Why don't I have torches on me? I'm not very prepared. I need to add the channel for the lava blade, which is in the center of the 15 wide. The mobs will be funneled by water streams when they fall into this section. To the middle, there's going to be a lava blade running at head height, and the items will fall down into a hopper line. There's a zombie down there. I'm out of arrows. I am not prepared. Oh dear. Okay, I need to get signs. And I'm not going to put the water or the lava down yet, because I will die. I just know it. I don't even have any torches. I need torches. You push me off. He's got a shovel. What do I do? Oh! Whoa! Oh my god, I didn't see him. Whew! It's a good thing we're so high up, kind of, I guess. Take this opportunity to have a snooze. Please no mobs. Oh, I hear one. Where is he? There he is. I can't shoot him. Give me your arrows. Ow. I can't shoot bones. Get rid of these. And these. No one likes these. Right, what do I do here? The lava has to be at that level. Yeah, so here. You've got to love signs. They're so useful for mob traps. They don't... Oh, oh yeah, I misplaced. They don't take up any space. They don't have a hitbox, and they don't burn. So very, very useful. It took us quite a while to get round to the Let's Playing. Crazyman has always been a fan of Let's Plays. He's enjoyed watching them, whereas I never saw the point of watching somebody else play video games. And I'm still not sure exactly what it is that I like. I do watch Let's Plays now, especially Minecraft ones. And I think what it is the commentary. It's the commentary and the need for more wood. I'll put the half slabs down while I'm here. Up here, so the half slabs sit up here, and the reason they are there is to stop mobs falling directly onto the lava, because if they fall onto the lava, which is going to be sandwiched between these two rows of signs, they will swim up, which they do anyway. And then their items will be destroyed rather than falling down. If they come at it from the side, they'll try and swim up, and they will. Their heads will be stopped by the half slab. However, that half slab has to go. I'll point out why later. Do I have enough? Possibly. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to get a few more signs, and some coal would be good. Now, these are pretty much the only signs we're going to need for the whole project. The rest of the trap is designed so the water stops in exactly the right place. It's just for holding the lava in place. I think you get pretty much all the items with this lava blade, which is quite good. You only need 3 source blocks of lava as well, which is easily obtainable. Yeah, so the water would be in a line all the way along here. And it, as you can see, it's stopped by the signs just on the edge here. But I'm going to leave it for now because I do not want to fall down that hole. There will be hoppers at the bottom of the hole later. Oh! No, 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 no. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's just a waste of time. That's all it is. Next time I should try and catch myself on the ladder. No one's ever done that before. Okay, well, I had to go do some off-camera work here, because I didn't realise how long this episode was getting. But basically, I just added these plus-shaped wings. You may have noticed when I was saying 13 by 15 for this square that it isn't actually a perfectly symmetrical mob farm. I don't know why that is, but it works, so I'm not going to change it. These are the catching platforms. These are going to have water in the corners, all the way along, and that funnels down to the edge here, and all the mobs push into the central point and then brought to the lava blade. I could have killed them quicker by simply laying hoppers down around the entire floor of this plus sign, but that would have taken so much iron. I'm not even going to contemplate it. So for now, slightly slower method of killing them, but still seems to get very good rates. We're going to have them fall off their platform. We're using water streams to push them off. They're going to get funneled down into this pit, and then the lava blade kills them, and a single line of hoppers collects their drops at the end. So yeah, this is the next layer, and on top of this, which will then be far enough away to be eligible for spawning from that bottom platform down there, will be the first of the spawning platforms. So I'm just going to go ahead and set that up, and I'll be right back. Okay, well, I've done 3/4 of this. This is what the spawning floors look like. These are going to be stacked on top of each other up into the sky. I haven't done the last one. I'm going to show that on camera just so you can see sort of how I built it and how difficult it is. And some of you may have noticed that yes, I have died. Back down to 5 levels, but otherwise nothing too bad. You can see the beacon over there. Goes all the way up to the sky limit. So the way these platforms work is mobs spawn on them, and then there's a dispenser which I will put in this corner here, which puts out some water. This platform is 7 long and water flows up to 8. So it goes up here and then it stops here. Now, the water could technically run onto this block here. However, I discovered that if a mob ends up here, he's not pushed off. I'm not holding anything down right now. So these blocks, it's 1 less spawning space for them, but it means that a mob in this corner will always be pushed outwards. So yeah, that happens like that. There's 4 of these per layer, and they are going to alternate. So one is going to be covered in water, flushing mobs down into the tray down here, and one is going to be empty and open and ready for spawning to occur. So hopefully there will always be platforms, and we should get a pretty good rate from it. So there's going to, yep, I'm going to show you more or less how I build this. It doesn't involve too much counting, so we should be able to do this. The first one is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you go up 1. Get rid of that because we want to be aesthetically pleasing. This is how I fell off, jumping around like this. Then you go another 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And then those should join up nicely. Yeah, so going back to sort of conversation topics, internet. I live in a pretty bad area for internet, and I have been trying over quite some time now to try and work out exactly what the problem is and what I can do to fix it. So I'm upgrading my internet. My internet has been upgraded. The upload speed is limited to 11 meg, if that means anything to you at the moment, just because of the area I live in. Later that could go up. We're going to get some new optical fibers installed in the area, but the new route hasn't arrived yet, so my internet is still pretty crappy, but by the end of it the upload speed should double, which is going to be very handy for Minecraft and uploading videos, of course. So yeah, hopefully the internet's going to be improved, which will make it easier for me to bring out content for you guys. We're also looking into paid hosting. At the moment, the Accidental Games server is sitting in a guest bedroom at Crazyman's house, and that's about it really. I mean, it's an old computer. It's got like a gig of RAM, I think, and it's really not very powerful. So the plan is we're going to look into paid hosting. I'd quite like to get, rather than going for sort of a Minecraft server, I'd like to get just a web server and then learn how to build a Minecraft server program from scratch, because I like to learn things, and it'll be an interesting challenge, you know, find out something new from it. So yeah, paid hosting could be around the corner, should improve the quality of our content a little, and just generally allow us to actually host the group events that we organise. Race of the Dragon. Aerofight was very kind and let us use one of his servers after it proved too much for our server to hold more than 3 people. 10 just wasn't on the agenda. So yeah, that's another platform done. This block up here, by the way, is so that mobs cannot spawn on the spot where the water source appears, because technically I believe they wouldn't get flushed. Oh, they do. They do get flushed. Okay, so I could probably actually remove those. Ah, you see, you learn something every day. Very good. We're going to have a timer that simply, something like every 20 seconds or so, alternates which ones are flooded and which are empty, which seems to be, 20 seconds seems to be about the time it takes for a mob to be flushed from the far corner all the way down, even if it's fighting the current, which they have a habit of doing. I'm actually going to put the water sources down here now, because, well, actually I'm going to put a platform at the bottom of this first, and then I'm going to put the water sources down, because as I build this up, it's going to be safer for me to fall into water than it is to fall onto the hard ground. I think that's all the time we have for today. After this, it's basically just repetitive building of that pattern of the spawn towers, and I still need to work out exactly where to add the redstone to power the dispensers, but I think I'm just going to build this up a little bit more off camera, and I'll just show you what it looks like from the bottom quickly. Where's the sun? Oh. It always feels like it's getting dark for some reason. So yeah, sort of, it's not particularly pretty. It's a bit of a behemoth in the sky, but it'll do the job. And it's got some frilling to it just from the shape. It's a purely functional shape. There's nothing much aesthetic about it, and I cannot believe how many blocks that's taken. I mean, I'd say that's probably taken about 27 stacks of stone bricks just to do that bit. So the consecutive layers are going to be quite a bit more, and I'm going to build this up to the sky limits, to the absolute building height. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Please do leave your feedback about the episode. Did you enjoy me talking more? Am I able to speak fully with things? I think I answered that question. And yeah, any feedback is always appreciated with our episodes. So thank you very much for watching. This was Sparks, and I will see you all next time.